We're here today at the Kamp Vineyard, founded by Martin Kamp with his wife Dixie and family, and now lovingly farmed by Ulysses Kamp. The Kamps have been making wine here since the early 1960s, and Ulysses' second-generation farming is now yielding great results in the wines that we make here in this vineyard. I'd like to introduce y'all to Ulysses Kamp, who superbly manages this vineyard. Ulysses, can you tell us a little bit about the history of this vineyard? We're right in front of this very old Pinot vine here. So, how did this vineyard come to be?
Absolutely, Greg. You know, these are some of the oldest Pinot Noir vines in the whole state of California, and we call this our heritage clone. It's so old we don't even know what clone it is, but I've been farming this site for over 20 years myself, so I've got a pretty good relationship with all these grapevines. Our vineyard is such a size here where we have the possibility of having 10 different clones, and that's one of the magic parts of this site. Smaller vineyards don't have the capacity for so much clonal diversity, so we've got all the clones here, all the rootstocks, totally different vine spacing, and then some very archaic like this California random system here. So we've got something old, something new, we've got a little bit of everything.
I first started working with this vineyard in the mid-1990s. At that time, I didn't have any grapes, and I had met Martin Kamp up here and asked for some grapes. He said, well, if you're around when we pick, then maybe you can get a box or two. So he wouldn't tell me when they were picking, so I actually spent 3 nights in my car outside of the vineyard waiting for the day they were going to pick. And eventually, on the 3rd day they did pick, and I got my grapes, and the rest, as they say, is history. The most unique thing about this particular site is the interaction between man and Mother Nature. No doubt it is unique in the fact that it's the highest vineyard on Sonoma Mountain, between 1,400 and 1,800 feet, on the north side of the old volcanic mountain. But the real jewel of Sonoma Mountain is the way Ulysses farms this vineyard. Every single vine he prunes and tends.
We sort of live here in a very sustainable model. Our workers work and live here. We have gardens here. We have livestock. We have chickens and orchards. And we really sort of live in a closed loop here. The only thing that really leaves is the grapes.
I'd like to introduce you to Martin Kamp, patriarch of the Kamp Vineyard. Now, Martin, your son Ulysses said that he was just the grape grower. You're the expert wine taster. Can you tell us a little bit about this wine and your vineyard?
Well, I suppose I am the wine drinker of the family. All my life I've wanted to produce a great bottle of Pinot Noir, and after 10 or 20 years of experimenting, we decided this vineyard was the one that we wanted, and one day it came to us, and this is the proud example of what that vision produced.
So Martin, what I'm getting here from this wine is really a sense of this place. So just a little bit of like smoked venison or roasted game, a little bit of forest floor. That's what you pretty much find in the wines here? Pretty
much the terroir here is in those earth notes, and we see it exhibited through all of our fruits and vegetables, and of course the grapes as well. This wine certainly is a wonderful wine. It's a great expression of the year and a great tribute to your winemaking.
Well, and hopefully I'm being faithful to the grapes that you're growing, Martin. Here's to a great partnership.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.